What is your good name?
What's my name?
Yeah.
My name is Mathis.
Where did you come from?
I come from France.
Your friends, right?
Yeah.
And is this your first time in Japan?
Yes, it is actually. I arrived 3 weeks ago.
Three weeks ago.
3 weeks
right?
ago,
Okay.
yeah.
What is the most liked thing about Japan? What is the thing you like the most in Japan?
Oh, in 3 weeks, it's been quite a great experience already. I've only visited Tokyo, so I'm leaving Tokyo in like 10 days, something. Yeah, so it's a big city. It's a very big city. I come from like a small city from the south of France. I mean, it's not so small, but compared to Tokyo, everything is just ridiculously small. So yeah, that's the amount of people, the amount of buildings. I'm just walking, always walking.
Yeah. And what about the food? Do you like food here?
Food is crazy good, and it's quite cheap because
Oh, really?
the situation in Europe, especially Euro, is probably quite strong.
Yeah.
I think it's
Nowadays,
mostly
right?
I think it's mostly yens that haven't really changed in the past 30 years. So it's been difficult, I think, for Japanese to go abroad because it's at least in Europe or in the US because it's quite expensive.
When you are leaving from here?
From Tokyo.
Yeah, when you're going back home.
Back home. I'm staying for a year. I'm on
really?
a working holiday visa right now. Yeah.
But it means you're gonna stay here extra 1 year, right?
Yeah, I probably leave Japan in December or something of that year. So yeah, I have plenty of time to spare. I'm going to Osaka. So in a few, in 10 days something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For visiting or for work?
For visiting mostly, and then afterwards I'll try to settle somewhere, maybe to find a job. So maybe I want to go to Kyushu also, and more on the countryside because I'm trying to learn Japanese by myself, which is quite hard.
Did you learn anything? Japanese word kind of thing?
I mean, yeah, I'm starting to understand a lot more and talking to people. I've tried to talk to some people and it worked pretty fine, but yeah, I haven't had the chance to get a teacher or to go in a Japanese classroom to speak. But we're getting there. I mean, I know it will take a few years probably to really be able to understand and talk, but yes.
I'm doing job.
Okay.
I'm now working.
Yeah.
And everything is going good.
So you've both of you managed to get into Japanese culture and society and to work here. And
Because we came here as a student. So whoever comes as a student, they have to go to the Japanese schools for around. It depends upon the in the seasons, which season they are coming.
Yeah.
But usually, it takes 1.5 years, 2 years for Japanese schools. Then we finish that one and another schools. Mm-hmm. It's called like Senmongaku vocational kind of thing. So 2 years, right around. Okay. So we just finished that one, and now we're working. He's also working. I'm also working, and we have today, holiday. So we have off day today. So we, try to make some kind of video, and let's go and let's make it.
You work in Tokyo?
Yeah, I work in Tokyo. I work in a remittance company.
Okay.
Especially, people come here and earn money. They want to send back money to their home country, right?
Sure, yeah.
So we collect money here and we deposit money, in their home country.
Okay,
so we do, this kind of job. So,
And how was the life changing? I mean, how hard or how easy it was to?
Yeah, and at the first, it sounds like you're taking interview for me, but that's great. But that's great. That's good. Because when we come at the first time, right? Because we don't understand any language, right? Especially, right? Because here nobody speak English, right? Especially they speak Japanese all the time because we have to go to schools, learn everything. And I also work there. It helps me a lot because when you work with the Japanese people, then you have to you don't have any options, right? You have to learn anyhow, And I just learn from my part-time job, and I went schools also around 4 hours in a day.
Okay.
And that's
tough.
how pretty tough, but it was good because we came here to study and to make our future maybe bright. So it's good. It's good. It was all worth it.
Yeah.
Now we can understand, we can communicate in Japanese, And because after coming here, because we don't have any chance to speak English, right? So our English is not, or my English is not good.
It's quite
But
good already.
but
It's pretty good.
but yeah, I can understand the things, and yeah.
Good
so
enough.
far,
Good enough for Japan, I think.
I think I don't know.
For
No.
someone who
Yeah.
wants to learn Japanese, being in Tokyo is pretty challenging because even though people don't necessarily speak a good English, most people will speak a few words and still understand, and it's quite easy for me to get understood because I will put in a few words of English and they will most of the time understand. Whereas if I go to the countryside, this is where English has no meaning and it can be of no help. So I need to force myself to speak Japanese to.
It means like I don't know about the working holiday visa. You are coming here, right? What kind of visa, that are?
It's a partnership between France and Japan.
Yeah.
So I think Japan has partnerships with other countries, and so they allow people, I think, until the age of 30. Or maybe 35 to come visit
And the time
country.
period will be one year, right?
1 year, exactly. So, for instance, you can do a working holiday visa if you're a French citizen. You can go to different countries. I think they like 20-ish countries.
Yeah.
You can go to Canada, for instance, but in Canada it's like 2 years. You can stay up to 2 years. Japan is only 1 year, and it's really interesting because it's basically free. You just need to have a bit of money on your bank account, of course, because you have expenses here, and then you can just live your life. Of course, I don't have enough money to just be on vacation for 1 year, so I will have to work, and I'm able because of that visa I can work here. So that's interesting in almost any kind of job. So that's
it means basically when you come here as it's like a vacation. You come here and you're gonna find a job.
Yeah, exactly.
And you want to, if you work, right?
I'm a cook. I was a cook in France, and I also do photography. I have editing skills, and I do all
That's
all
really
kind of,
nice. That's really. I wanted to learn in the editing kind of thing. I'm really interested on that kind of field.
And I know it's a great tool to have because you can work with so many different fields in communication. You can work in agencies. You can work for yourself also. Even though it's difficult to. In a way, to make money or to make profit, it can be difficult because there's a lot of concurrence also. But that's also something I have, so I'll see in the future. I know I'm going to travel for like 2-3 months, and then the 3 other quarters will be dedicated to finding a job and settle down, because not settling down is quite difficult sometimes, because you want to have the time to come back to places, to make friends, and traveling is great, but meeting people and seeing them again and building, relationships are great. I'm here with my girlfriend, so I'm not here to find like someone or something, But that's great. We decided to do that trip
both are
together.
come from France, right? And both are in working holiday visa. Or?
Sorry,
Your girlfriend?
Yeah, same as me.
Visa.
Same as me. Yeah, we used to work in Switzerland, then we came back and we settled down for.
You used to work in Switzerland?
Yeah, we worked in a school.
A dream country, right?
It's great. It's great for a lot of things, not so much for others. It's. I've only been there for a year, but it's quite interesting. It's interesting. People are nice, friendly, and I've heard some people say that Swiss people and Japanese people, for instance, sometimes are similar on the way that they will always be welcoming and very gentle and calm towards foreigners and etc. But working-wise, it's difficult because they would probably not say what they think all the time, and they would also.
It happened a lot.
Yeah.
It happened a lot, especially in Japan.
Yeah.
Like you're saying, right? The people are saying and what they're thinking is different, right?
They would also favor in Japan. I heard Japanese people sometimes rather than foreigners, which is kind of the same. Like I heard that you cannot. quote unquote steal a Japanese person's job. Like you can get it if there's no Japanese wanting the job too, in a way. I'm not sure, but that's what I've heard. And in Switzerland it's a bit the same. Like you need to be you really need to show what you can do, even though a lot of people come to Switzerland. But anytime I talk about Switzerland, the reaction is, oh, this is my dream country.
Yeah,
I really want to go there, etc.
From childhood, even I've been listening to many things about Switzerland, the place and the food, and I think the environment kind of thing is really nice, snowing kind of thing. Yeah, that's why.
But it's quite a small country, so at some point, once you have looked around a bit, maybe if you're not native, you don't want to spend like 20 years there, unless it's for the job and the pay and stuff. But they are really advanced on some technologies, and they have great schools there. So that's interesting. But yeah, it's very, very different from Japan. I mean, this city, it's Tokyo. It's crazy. It's so many lights, so much of everything. This is insane.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah,
it's
And the fun thing is, like in Europe, in France, and I think most countries in Europe, we have a lot of more and more consideration for the way we live and how we are supposed to treat our environment and our close environment. So about recycling stuff and being aware of how much we consume electricity and heating and stuff like that. So we try, like there's a policy of everyone has to do its own little share to protect and not to have too much of carbon print.
That's nice, right?
And in Japan, I always see that you need to recycle all your trash very specifically, the pet balls and the plastic.
Totally different.
It's really precise, and you need to get to that, to do that.
Yeah, different things from different need to.
Yeah, but in the same way, there's like huge buildings with lights everywhere. Like there's AC on in every building with the doors open. There's plastic around every fruit, around everything. So it's really like weird. The dissonance between being aware of your surroundings and also not giving a single,
I know. I got the point.
You see, like I think that the carbon print of Tokyo is crazy.
In other hand, they are saying like we need to save environment kind of everything, but in if you see the different kind of thing, they are using a lot of plastic in everything, right?
Yeah,
especially in like every single food they have to wrap up with the plastic things and kind of thing, right? So it was really nice to talk. For a good time.
My pleasure.
It's really Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
And it means like you're living, you're staying here up to 10, right? And you are going to Osaka.
Yeah, exactly.
Osaka, right? Yeah, are you living right now in hotels or in a?
No, we're in small apartments around Kagurazaka.
Okay.
So we just rented it for like a month.
Good luck and have a good time in
Thank
Japan.
Thank you. What's your names, guys?
My name is Niraj, and his name is Ramesh.
Nice to meet you.
And really, today it's really special for us because this is first time, and we met you, and that's really nice.
Great.
And that's really nice.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
I mean, I like to watch interviews online, and I've done interviews myself, so. I know how it
because this is our first
nice
time.
To pick up people.
Right. Because it's a real talk.
Yeah.
And people,
exactly.
They share their things, their experience in real time.
Yeah.
And that's it is not scripted, before.
Scripted, sure.
It's a real thing. So I hope you guys are gonna like it. Our friend from France. Have a good luck for the ride, and thank you very much for giving us,
I'm sorry.
I'm very glad.
Yeah, it's I'm not native,
this is really special for us because this is the first time because we just started from today. And let's go and let's make some video for our TikTok. So and we just met you and you give us 2 minutes. Thank you very much.
No
have a great day.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you really. Because